Thanks for joining our webinar. And let's start our webinar. We do apologize for running a bit late. We have some technical issues today to set up the settings. Let me start. Let me introduce myself. I'm Muzaffar. I'm a head of business development at Canfield's Law, our law firm, which I will tell you more about during today's webinar. Today we are. I will be covering about how to obtain the Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa, and tell more about how to become a permanent resident and citizen, or the benefits, unique benefits of the Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa that leads to this permanent residency or citizenship. But at the same time, I would like to cover. I will be covering the unique benefits of our Kingdom plan that offers the one-stop shop solution to clients to become, not only to invest, not only to obtain the visa, but then to receive the supports and on your extensions, and to receive that support on becoming a permanent residency. So I will be covering today's webinar. Will be covering investing in the UK enterprise economy, why UK is attractive, why UK attracts so much of foreign direct investment. The changes in the past couple of years in the immigration rules. I will tell about the Tier 1 investor visa, where the obviously there are mainly top tier visa called Tier 1 investor, Tier 1 entrepreneur visas, and I'll quickly touch base about Tier 1 investor visa. Then I'll tell more about Tier 1 entrepreneur visa, and then we'll cover the Kingdom plan, that's Kingdom Elite plan, and also Kingdom Venture plan, the plan that allows the investor not to invest 2 million, not 200,000, but 50,000 pounds option. Do the 50,000 pounds investment, but still get the same benefits. So let me start. Okay, so as I said, I'm coming from banking background. I've been working as a senior business consultant at Canfield's Law. I also act as a consultant in our partner company Seed Mentors. We initiated and launched. Working for this firm, I initiated and launched an award-winning first Sharia compliant Seed Advantage SEIS fund in the UK. And I advise on the startup business projects and their funding and in foreign direct investment. So we will be covering the following topics today. Investing in UK. UK attracts more foreign direct investment than any other European country. Why? And then we will go and tell you more about the Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa requirements and the Kingdom plan itself. So great. So why UK is so attractive? The UK has held on its top ranked position as an investment destination in Europe, with 22% market share, worth 38 billion, showing that its foreign direct investment appeal retains its dominance despite Brexit. So with an outstanding reputation, is also a place to live and work. The UK is a natural home for ambitious foreign investors and their families. In addition to a choice of flexible pathway to residence and citizenship, the UK has a strong appeal across the three key issues that often concern investors. Number one is security. UK provides security, has a stable and democratic political system, government committed to supporting business of all types and sizes, free market economy, which is sixth biggest in the world and third largest in Europe. British pounds considered to be a safe haven currency. Also, another benefit is skilled and diverse labor market. If you are doing a business in the UK, it has skill and diverse labor market. Education, international. Another attractiveness of this of the UK. I think that people would like to put their kids for one of the best schools, best universities, and we know that the internationally renowned schools and universities one of the top in the world, are based in the UK. A thriving independent sector, an extensive, well-funded state sector. Also, quality of life. I would say people, you don't feel yourself as you will feel like at home, because it has a very cosmopolitan society. So you can meet people, have very diverse cosmopolitan society. You can meet people from anywhere in the world, and in London. Rich heritage and dramatic landscapes. 5 international airports in London and high-speed connections to mainland Europe. The UK has a competitive tax rates and tax system favorable to resident foreigners. And of course, it has a strong and respected system of law. So I think that these are key benefits, and our aim is to help you make a profitable investment in UK business. Our firm leads in focusing on foreign direct investment, and in unlisted UK companies. We will also provide you with the advice and support you need to obtain the right visas for you and your family. We have recently worked with clients from over 20 countries, including the Americas, Asia, Eastern Europe, Middle East, and South African. So basically, the UK is, these are main benefits why UK is so attractive. I think the one of the comments I also want to make is that it also serves as a, more than anything, as a safe haven in a troubled world. So if you're looking for from safe protection, stability, I think UK offers all that. About our firm, Kingdom Plan, first of all, the topic we are talking today, and the Kingdom Plan, the UK Citizenship via Investment Program, is developed by Seed Mentors, our parent company, and Canvas Law. So Seed Mentors is a leading venture seed enterprise funding company in the UK. Our fund manager is regulated by the UK Financial Conduct Authority. Seed Mentors has qualified business opportunities that are suitable for clients under Tier 1 immigration category, we can find you with whichever the experience or whichever background you're coming from. We can find you the right business, right company, existing company in the UK, if you want to invest in and looking for existing businesses. Canvas Law, London-based solicitors law firm. We're based in Swiss Cottage and specialize in immigration. And Canvas Law was granted the Lexcel Excellency Certificate and is a member of the Law Society. So whenever you are in London, please let me know. So I'll be more than happy to meet you in person and fully brief about the program and then tell you more how we can assist. So about Seed Mentors, it has a 100% track record in securing Tier 1 Entrepreneur visas, and it has more than 500 qualified investee companies that are seeking investors. So the key element of the Kingdom Plan is all about matching, offering the one-stop shop solution to the clients who wants to obtain this visa, because it requires a minimum investment of £200,000. But if you are looking for business and you don't know what business to do in the UK, we can help. We can match existing companies where you become a director and shareholder. And I'll tell you more about in more details during this presentation. But Seed Mentors has, these are partners of Seed Mentors. They has a team of 70 mentors and business professionals, and more than 50 SEIS investments and has been invested so far. This slide shows how we built, Seed Mentors builds SEIS portfolios. Companies come to pitch. There is a panel, at least 4 members sitting on one side, and give the 50 minutes for the time slot for the company to pitch, 10 minutes for the presentation, and 40 minutes there's lots of Q&A, question and answer section, where the panel fires lots of questions to find out about management, about the business, about the viability of the business, on the legal aspects, accounting aspects, and further. So and the key requirements when we select the companies, there's the management is very important to have at least 5 years experience in the field they're raising funds. So the management is very important. Experienced management professional who have the track record, and also viability of the business, because after 3 to 7 years, we would like to see the next big companies that can be listed in IPO and publicly listed, to become a publicly listed companies. These are examples of investee companies that have received investment from seed mentors, plus has been funded by seed mentors fund. Music gateways, and as you can see, we have companies in wide variety of sectors. So the seed mentors welcome companies in any sectors, whether it's media, whether it's technology, medical, whether it's corporate marketing, whether it's a hedge fund, financial, whether it's digital platform and marketing companies. So so let me brief you about the first tier visa called Tier1 Investor Visa, which requires investment of 2 million into the UK. For this visa, you don't need to have English language test, so you invest into the UK bonds and assets, like financial assets. And we can help if you are looking to choose this road on 2 million road, and it gives you an access to, it gives you an opportunity, so we can tailor create a diversified portfolio of for you, consisting of bonds and publicly rated companies, publicly quoted companies. The Tier 1 Entrepreneur Visa is another route where you don't need to invest 2 million, but it's 10 times cheaper from the size of investments as £200,000. But the difference between Tier 1 investor and entrepreneur, that you need to either start a new business and invest that £200,000 into the new business, or you invest in existing business where you buy the shares, where the Kingdom Plan is all about. So we offer, the Kingdom Plan helps you with buying the shares of the existing companies, high growth potential companies, and obtain this Tier 1 Entrepreneur Visa, become a director and a shareholder. But there is another road where you can start your own business. If you know what business you want to do in the UK, you can start your own business and we can assist. Tier 1 Entrepreneur Venture, there is also venture entry as well. So anyone who's interested in that, of course, the £50,000, it allows for the applicant to, with investment as low as £50,000. But the difference between Tier 1 investor and Tier 1 Entrepreneur Visa, that these £50,000 has to come from the FCA regulated, Financial Conduct Authority regulated venture capital firm that can support your business. So basically, we are partnering with our venture capital firm, which is FCA regulated venture capital firm, that can support your business project. So let us know if you're considering that option, the 50,000 entry options, and we can assist you. But obviously, we need to get the approval from our venture capital partner in order to support that business, to your business. Okay, so let me, as I said, start with Tier 1 Investor Visa. As requirements, the minimum requirement is 2 million funds held. You need to held by applicant, and funds needs to be sitting in your 90 days in your account. Apart from 2 million, you need to show 3,310 pounds personal savings, which you must have held for 90 days periods. We call it maintenance funds. It's like your living expenses in the UK. This amount has to be multiplied by the number of people of your family. So if you have a family of 5 people, then it will be around £15,000. So you need to show 2 million and 15,000 pounds kept in your account for 90 days before you apply. But this is actually the benefits is that the visa is given for 3 years. After 3 years, you can extend for another 2 years, and after 5 years, you can receive the permanent residency. And the investment goes, you purchase bonds, you invest in bonds or FTSE 100 companies, say in financial markets, purchasing the shares of of publicly quoted companies in UK, in London Stock Exchange. So that's requirements. So the Tier 1 entrepreneur, I mean, comparing to Tier 1 investor, Tier 1 entrepreneur is doesn't need require 2 million. You only need to invest £200,000, which is 10 times lower the amount of Tier 1 investor visa. And as I said, the difference is that you need to start your own business, or you can invest in existing businesses. And in either way, we can help. And the visa is given for 3 years initially, and then after 3 years, we can extend for another 2 years. And after 5 years, you can apply for the permanent residency. For the permanent residency, there is a minimum stay requirements. So it's 185 days. You need to stay in the UK in each year in order to become a permanent resident. But obviously, if you meet the minimum stay, you can obtain the permanent residency. If you don't meet the minimum stay, then you can extend every 2 years. After your 3 years extension, you can extend every 2 years until you meet that minimum stay. So the requirements of, apart from £200,000 of requirements, you need to show English test. That's another difference between investor visa. Investor visa doesn't require any English test. So but the Tier 1 entrepreneur visa, because you are doing business or investing in existing business, you need to have a minimum grade of IELTS general training UK-VR and score minimum 4 on each subject. And you must have at least, you need to show the maintenance funds of 3,310. Again, the funds needs to be in your account, 200,000, and plus the maintenance funds needs to be in your account for 90 days before you apply for your visa. So let's say you have family members of 5 people, spouse and 3 children, then you need to show maintenance funds of around £15,000. 3,000 multiplied by 5 is 15, so £215,000 you need to keep in your account for 3 months, for 90 days before we apply for your Tier 1 entrepreneur visa. Investment proof, the applicant must prove that there are 200,000 liquid funds available in their bank account. So the funds needs to be liquid. It cannot be assets, or it cannot be on the form of properties. So it has to be liquid funds, and the bank has to confirm that. This is the 3 years, and the initial visa is given for 3 years and 4 months, an extension for 2 years, and after 5 years you can apply for permanent residency. Let me tell you about the recent changes in immigration rules and Tier 1 investor entrepreneurs. I mean, currently recent rules used to be dependents didn't, I mentioned about the minimum stay requirements, so it was previously was only for the main applicant, but the dependents didn't require to show any minimum stay. But from 11th of January 2018, from this year, they asked the rules actually says that they not only the main applicant have to stay or meet the minimum stay rule, but the dependents also have to meet the this minimum stay rule. So now a new health surcharge has been introduced in 2015, although a while ago now. NHS is free once you obtain this visa. The great advantage of the also UK is medical is free, public schools are free, but when you apply for a visa, you make a contribution towards the health service called health surcharge, and it will be around £650 per person. And you also need to submit no criminal record certificate, that you didn't have any criminal record for the last 10 years for yourself and for your spouse. Okay, great. So let me tell you about the Kingdom Economy Plan. Why we call economy? So this is actually the plan that allows mainly for the people who know what business they want to do in the UK, and they need assistance from us, as they say, to make that plan work and to make the business work, and then they need assistance to prepare the business plan. They may have the business plan already, but they need our assistance to apply for their visa and obtain this Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa based on their existing business options. So the Kingdom Plan is if the client has the clear idea what business they want to do in the UK, and knowing how they want to invest this 200,000 into UK business. Obviously, we this is this our fees is £9,950 for the including the dependents, by the way. It includes the dependents, so, and you will receive quite a full package from us, not only application, but carefully tailor the business plan to your needs, to your business. And plus also we we support you during the process of after you obtain the Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa. We will train you for the interview. We will advise immigration rules and documents required for your visa application. The following services, by the way, include into the Kingdom Economy Plan. So you will receive the advised immigration laws and documents required for your visa. We will prepare online application forms for applicants and your dependents, assist with online submission, online visa payment, online IHS payment, and online appointment booking, advise clients on the application process. Also, you receive the legal representative letter and follow up with the application process until the immigration officer reach a decision of the application. We will also draft the business plan. It's the most important part of the Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa application. 70% of applicants fail under the genuine entrepreneur test, and most of the people who fail under the statistically there's a 70% failure rate for the Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa for the people who are setting up new businesses. And the reason is that they don't really know the details of what they're going to do, and then sometimes they feel the questions are challenging questions, like how you will be successful, how you will do your business, how do you know the UK regulations in the UK, and if you've never been in the UK, never done the business, it could be quite challenging questions. But we assist you during that process, and we help you how to we will work on your mock interviews and help you on the interview stage. So mock interview with the applicant we will do after your submission, and so it helps you to feel comfortable and what kind of questions to expect during the genuineness test interview. So by the way, to just clarify, you might be invited, and I think there's 99% they currently inviting the applicants for the interview. The Home Office inviting for the interview. So the interview called the Genuine Entrepreneur Test. So they test whether you are genuinely investing in UK business, whether you are genuinely would like to do this business, and whether you genuinely have the funds and stuff. So these are mainly the genuine. So the Kingdom Economy Plan works for the people who wants to set up their own business. They know what business they want to do, and they need assistance from us to tailor the business plan and provide the following support. Plus, we do provide the concierge services. So whilst you obtain the Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa, we assist you with company registration, opening the bank account, and advice. You receive the legal and follow-up advice on how to settle in the UK. And because the requirements of the Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa is that you would need to employ create minimum 2 jobs. You need to create minimum 2 jobs. So after you obtain this visa, when you invest it into the UK business, or you start your own business and transfer these funds to your business account, then you need to provide the evidence that you created minimum 2 jobs for minimum 12 months, and within that 3 years period. So the visa is given for 3 years, as I said, and after 3 years, they mainly you need to provide the evidence. Number one, have you invested this £200,000? Number two, whether you have you invested this £200,000? Number two, whether you have been appointed as director in the company. Number three, evidence is that have your investment created 2 full-time jobs for minimum 12 months within the last 3 years. And number 4, have you been actively engaged in the business? So mainly those evidences, that's all provided, the accounts, you've been running your business, so you wouldn't have any issues of your extension. But obviously we will guide you on the process. When you obtain this visa, we'll guide you on the steps on how to to assist on your business itself. So Kingdom Plan is like different proposition as comparing to Kingdom Economy Plan. Is the reason the Kingdom Plan is that is for people who mainly want to receive one-stop shop solution. They don't really know what business to do in the UK, and they want to have quite a solid case. They want to invest in existing companies, UK companies, buy the shares of the existing companies, and receive the support. They become a director, become a shareholder, and receive all the legal support. We call it corporate agreements, corporate support to prepare this part. So basically, and our lawyers will be preparing not only immigration part, but also will be guiding and providing a legal advice on the corporate, on the shareholder agreements, on the exclusivity agreements, because you are investing in existing company, you become a director, you become a shareholder in the business. We will introduce you to the company. We will introduce you to the company founders, where you can meet the founders, you can discuss to understand more about the business. But your case, from our experience, the success rate for obtaining the Tier 1 Entrepreneur Visa is 100% under the Kingdom Plan. So the reason is that it's a higher success rate than economy, like the plan where you want to set up your own business, is because it's for people mainly more easier to pass the genuineness test. Because when it comes to the questions, how you will be successful, how do you know the regulations in the UK, and such. So even if you don't know the UK regulations, you have existing British directors, you have British partners already in the business. They know the regulations in the UK, they know how to run the business, they have a track record. It's existing companies. You're not starting the business from scratch. There are existing companies in the UK, and you are partnering. You are becoming a partner in this company. So that creates the strengths for your case. And those questions, how you will be successful, how do you know the regulations in the UK, on all the questions, will become more secondary, because they also understand, the Home Office, Entry Clearance Office understands that you are investing in existing company and you have that support. Whereas comparing where you want to start your new business, you are just alone. You don't you need to trust just to yourself, and then to make sure that you are you can pass those challenging questions. But when it comes to the existing companies, these questions become secondary, because you have the support. You're not left alone, and you have this existing British directors can support you. And if you don't know these questions, so the answers for the questions of some challenging questions during the interview, then you can always refer to the existing management. You can say, I have a team. Then they know, they're professional in people in this area. So, and that's, we believe, provides the strengths to your case, and that's why we've been successful on the Kingdom Plan. So again, why Kingdom Plan? The Kingdom Plan is a unique service for ambitious entrepreneurs who want to make the UK their home. It offers one-stop shop solution for people. The plan has been successfully developed by Canfas Law, and which has special department in immigration and startup companies for clients wishing to use the Tier 1 visa program to invest as an entrepreneur in the UK and become a director and actively participate in a trading business in the UK. So you become a director, you become a shareholder after we introduce you to the companies. Of course, we need to, the very key aspect of the Kingdom Plan is the business matching. The business matching is a key. The reason is that to successfully pass the genuineness test as well, if you are coming, how we work, first of all, we need to see your CV. When we see your CV, we give you business options that can be matched to your profile. So you have business options, you have, after assessing your business CV, we give you some business options that can be matched to your profile. Whether if you're coming from medical background, and if you invest in restaurant, then it wouldn't be a strong case. So in order to make a strong case, we need to match the business to your profile. So in a simple terms, we don't put a chef into the beauty salon business. It has to be related to your experience. So, and that's why the business matching is very important in the Kingdom Plan. So depending on your skills and experience, we need to match the right business. The UK welcomes foreign investment and offers citizenship directorship. So after you met the companies, you become director and a shareholder in the company. And then people ask, what happens if the company, do not perform well, or if become bankrupt, or liquidated and stuff. So the so far from our company, like the cases we've done, there's no any case where we had the company that has been bankrupt or liquidated. So these companies trading, all doing well, and some of them doing extremely well. It's highly unlikely that they do. But again, it's business. We try to mitigate the risk, and the way we mitigate the risk is that we we ask the companies to pay our clients directorship fees, and it can be vary between 20 to 30,000 pounds. I mean, normally the companies can offer up to 20,000 pounds for 5 years, which reduces your risk. We have a buyback options as well, so you can sell your shares back to the company after 5 years, and when you get your permanent residency, that's also work well. So as I said, that unlike the Tier 1 investor visa, where you need to minimum of 2 million, you invest, to obtain the Tier 1 entrepreneur visa, you can invest with just 200,000 pounds. I've touched base about the requirements, some of the benefits for Tier 1 entrepreneur through a unique scheme are outlined below. You will receive the full Tier 1 entrepreneur visa service and follow-up support until you and your family receive your ILR, permanent residency and citizenship in the UK. That's what it offers. It doesn't offer you only getting the visa, because most of people, when you even, if you want to start your own business, you may get the visa with that, but when you come to the UK, most of the challenges start, and unfortunately few companies normally offer the further follow-up support when you actually got your visa, and then you understand, okay, you need to invest this 200,000 pounds, you need to create 2 jobs, you need to run the business there. So the challenges, and if you miss something, then you need to extend your visa after 3 years. As time flies very quickly, and by the time it's 3 years past, then you need to make sure that you met all the requirements. So but with the Kingdom Plan, you are taken care of. So you will receive the full Tier 1 entrepreneur visa service and follow-up support until you and your family receive permanent residency. So this 5-year program, from day 1 to the time that you apply for permanent residency. So Kingdom Plan offers that follow-up support. You will have access to a wide range of investee companies, at least 3 companies you will receive that match your skills and experience. You can become a director and a shareholder in your chosen UK company. We can negotiate up to 20,000 annual directorship fees over a 5-year period. As I said, there will be a buyback option. After 5 years, you can sell your shares back to your company, and receive your investment back. Other benefits, you can enjoy all the benefits living in the UK, and one of the most developed country in the world that is open for entrepreneurs. Your family dependents, by the way, can be your children below 18 years old, and your spouse and children below 18 years old can be your dependents. So your dependents can have full rights to work in any organization in the UK full time. You and your family have full access to free medical services, NHS, and your children have free access to public schools. So one of the advantages of this Tier 1 Entrepreneurs visa is that you have full advantage to free access to public schools. So your children can study at public schools for free, and medical is free. And your spouse can work full time. We provide a professional and individual approach for you and assist you to adapt to the UK life and settle in the UK until you get your UK ILR passport and many more. So your obligations as an entrepreneur, once you are appointed as a director, if you choose a UK company, you must be registered for national insurance. By the end of year 3 of the initial visa, your business must have created the equivalent of 2 full-time jobs for UK citizens or persons settled in the UK, which have existed for 12 months. If the entrepreneur meets the relevant requirements, an extension can be granted for 2 years, and after a total of 5 years, the entrepreneur can apply for indefinite leave to remain and apply for British citizenship after another 12 months. Of course, I mentioned about the business matching stage. And there is the comment here I wanted to make. If your business creates 10 full-time jobs for or a minimum 5 million turnover within 3 years and 4 months, you can do fast track. You can apply for ILR, permanent residency, after 3 years. Not after 5 years, but after 3 years. I mean, this slide shows the investment criteria, what to look into the company. On the first top corner, I would say top left corner, you can see UK registered company, UK visa and immigration. So this is our government criteria. It has to be UK registered company. Any sectors excluding property development can be accepted. Minimum investment, so you can't do the property development under this visa. You can't buy the property for £200,000 and get this visa. No, you need to do the business, and you can't do the property development business. Minimum investment size 200,000. Investment in equity or unsecured debt. Investor becomes the director of the company. So you need to become a director of the company. So examples of sectors in the market our clients invested. You can see engineering, automotive, healthcare, fashion, retail, restaurants, bars, coffee shops, financial services, solar energy, other renewables, technology, software, hardware, whichever the background you're coming from, we believe we can find you business. Just let us know what to look for in UK business. I mean, if your question what to look for in UK business, we do we do recommend to look for high growth potential companies, strong management team, ability to create 2 or more jobs, and company can benefit from having an overseas director, strong corporate governance. That's our key elements. And of course, the companies that you invest in, they have the benefits as well. So they benefits from, you may have a different languages, like maybe Russian, Mandarin, Arabic, it's your native language. And then the company will benefit having you as an investor, plus assist this company. If you can assist these companies, UK companies, to grow overseas in your home country, that's the great benefits for the companies as well. Okay, so this is an example of company that we successfully obtained a visa to our clients from China and Iraq, so in Dubai. Generic Robotics is a medical company, more produces training device for clinical skills built around haptic movement, the science of touch feedback. Its dental training simulators have been developed in collaboration with leading universities and have been used by King's College London. Our clients, the company received 400,000 totally from the clients. One is from Dubai and from China, who both successfully obtained this visa. They become directors at the company. They become shareholders. We introduced this company to, to the founders, and they, after discussion, we agreed the deal in principle. They become shareholder. We agreed the directorship fees of £20,000 per year, and then buyback options or redeemable loan option as well. I mean, that's the choice. You can give this £200,000 as equity. You invest in as equity, or you can give a unsecured loan, like you can provide as a loan as well. Tier 1, they receive Tier 1 visa and the opportunity to receive ILR after 5 years. This is another company that's successfully funded on total of £450,000 and from investor from China and Azerbaijan. They successfully obtained this Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa. It's a data technology media company. They become directors. Applicant becomes shareholder. They receive directorship fees of £20,000 for 5 years. And the most important thing, that Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa successfully ILR after 5 years allows them to become permanent resident. By the way, they didn't have any interview. Kingdom plan worldwide. So you can see this slide shows about which countries we are our clients. Most of our clients. You can see China, Hong Kong. They're the biggest market for us. Middle East is the second. Then Russia, Commonwealth, Independent States, Africa, and then South Asia. We do also speak on the web on seminars. We've done a number of seminars in Dubai. This is me speaking in Dubai, and then we do seminars in Moscow, in India, in New Delhi as well. And we also attended the Citizenship Expo in Abu Dhabi in just last year. I mean, this is from the Citizenship Residency and Citizenship Expo from Abu Dhabi. Let me tell you about the Kingdom Elite Plan. So I briefly told about the Kingdom Plan, where you can invest in existing company. We can introduce you to the companies. You can become a director, you can become a shareholder, and then you can receive a salary up to £20,000 per year and having a buyback option. So what's the difference between Kingdom Plan and Kingdom Elite Plan? Elite Plan is, we have a few companies that can offer the Elite Plan option as well. So what actually the Elite Plan offers? The Elite Plan offers slightly different proposals. So you are receiving higher salary here, which is not £20,000, but it's 30,000, and it's guaranteed guaranteed salary for 6 years. So that means that the agreements will be drafted with the company for 6 years, and you are receiving the guaranteed salary. So that means that you're receiving 180,000 money back over the 6-year period, and 6 years work well for you because you become a permanent resident and then apply for the passport as well. So, and also it offers guaranteed no legal fees on your extension application. So the extension applications on the Kingdom Plan, of course, when it comes to extension, there's a small fee that you still need to carry on, but the Elite Plan does actually includes everything. You don't need to worry about your visa extension and the cost of your visa extension. Also, it offers guaranteed 2 jobs requirements. So basically, as I said, that you need to prove for the business where you invest, it needs to create 2 jobs, but the Elite Plan offers you guaranteed minimum 2 jobs creation. So on average, the cost, the average salaries in the UK is between 25,000 to 30,000 pounds per year. So 2 jobs will cost you minimum 50 to 60,000 pounds per year. So, but obviously the company will guarantee that, and it will be a cost for the company. Equity, you're becoming equity. I think you're receiving around 10% shares on the Elite Plan in the company, and you have access to 40 hours of webinars as well on different business topics. That's as a bonus. So the guarantees are personal guarantees provided by a director of the investee companies. And having that guarantees gives you a bit of peace of mind, because you are receiving your visa, which is quite difficult to obtain nowadays, especially when you're setting up your new businesses. But if you invest in existing business, we're confident. We have a very good track record. We have 100% success rate. Key conditions for the applicant, of course, to receive a salary of £30,000, there is a key conditions that you need to work for the company for minimum 20 hours per week, which can be flexible, or 10 days in a month. It could be either 20 hours per week or 10 days in a month, but that they're flexible hours, because the investee company will have confidence your extension application will not be problematic. That will be taken care of, and it has a very limited availability. So if you're interested in an Elite Plan, please let us know. We have currently 10 opportunities to join this plan. If you think you may qualify, then reply to this to let us know. Kingdom Venture Plan. Let me tell you more about now the 50,000 entry plan called Kingdom Venture Plan. Kingdom Venture Plan. What's a Kingdom Venture Plan? Kingdom Venture Plan is, again, you need to, comparing to Kingdom Elite, Kingdom Plan, in the Kingdom Elite, Kingdom Economy, or Kingdom Plan, you need to invest £200,000, and you need to show this £200,000 into your account, and you need to keep the funds in for 90 days, and you need to invest directly into the company. But the Kingdom Venture Plan is the £50,000 road, so you don't need to invest £200,000. So you investing £50,000 around minimum, and the difference that the funds has to come from the venture capital firm. So the venture capital firm has to support your business, and the venture capital firm has to be FCA regulated, which is a regulatory body in the UK that gives the financial advice companies. So under the venture plan, so the funds needs to be approved. So for example, if you have a business that you would like to invest, has to be approved by the venture capital firm. So because they need to fund, the £50,000 will come from the venture capital company, not from you directly. So that's why you don't need to show these funds in your account. If you have a maintenance funds already, like the minimum, the maintenance funds, living expenses in the UK, and you can help raise these funds, like raise £50,000 to our venture capital firm, then this can work and they can support your business as well. But again, the business plan or the business that you would like to do in the UK, whether it's new business or existing business or new business, the business plan has to get that due diligence and approval by the venture capital firm. So, and we work with our authorized FCA regulated venture capital firm that can support your business. As I said, that you need to have access to 50,000 investment funds, and we can assist you. You can apply if you have access to £50,000 investment fund from a venture capital firm. These are requirements. As I said, in this, you don't need to show that in your account, the funds in your account, you need to show 3,310 for each applicant, the maintenance funds, and the funds needs to be in your account for 90 days. And you need to have the English language test as well, which is the minimum 4, or IELTS General Training UKVI, in order to meet the criteria. What is the plan, and why is Kingdom Venture Plan is so attractive? A Tier 1 Entry Plan, because it's not 200,000, it's £50,000, and we're working with fully regulated and registered government-approved venture capital firm, our partner in Canvas Law, and an opportunity for suitably qualified applicants to gain entry to the UK under the attractive Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa. The key requirements, the plan is available to a single applicant, or by the way, you can apply as a single applicant or you can apply as an entrepreneurial team. So you can even apply as an entrepreneurial team. So in that case, it will be £25,000 each allocated. To be considered acceptable, it has to be FCA regulated. Why would you find the plan attractive? Well-qualified applicants, who would find the plan attractive? First of all, well-qualified applicants who want to set up their own business or company. Well-qualified applicants who want to invest in a UK company in which they will be a director with equity, but they don't want to their responsibility and difficulties of running their own business. So 2 options you have under the venture plan. Either you can get approval for your own business, or get approval for existing business here where you want to, where you don't want to tell the responsibility and difficulties of running your own business. The applicants in both these categories do not have available to them 200,000. For example, if you don't have £200,000, then I think the venture plan is good for you. If you have, say, £100,000, but you don't have £200,000, with all legal fees and with support, I think it will, overall, I think it's suitable for people who can invest £100,000 into UK business. And to also qualify, so you need to assist our venture capital firm to raise these £50,000 in order to receive the support from our venture capital partner firm. What benefits does the plan offer? It offers immediate access to our venture capital firm partner that can meet the UK authorities' requirements. There are, in practice, very few such entities who have the knowledge and specialism to meet the Tier 1 entrepreneur requirements in this field, and so we are partnering with this firm. Until now, it has generally been the case that applicants who do not want the applications requirements of running their own business or company have found difficulty in accessing a method of reaching out to suitable companies which may take them as directors, but we can find you the right business if you are interested in investing in existing business under the venture capital plan. Capital's law can handle all the legal work, both immigration and corporate, relating to the company investment, as well as introducing through a wide business network companies that the applicant can consider for investment. And what benefits? Other benefits: the plan effective offers a one-stop shop solution that cannot provide all the ingredients for successful, can provide all the ingredients for successful visa application. This opens up for modest investment all the benefits that may arise from obtaining such a visa and due course gaining UK passport. It's very difficult to find companies who would be willing to accept as little as 50,000. From our experience, there are many companies that can accept £200,000 and give you shares, give you a salary, pay you salary. But with finding the companies that can accept £50,000, it's very difficult. But we can find. We have companies that can still accept £50,000. In that case, they can take a guarantee. They can guarantee that they employ people, but may not offer the salary as comparing to the Kingdom plan, because it's a very small amount comparing to 200,000 option. So, but they guarantee you creation of 2 jobs and meeting the home office requirements. So I think that's the benefits of this if you're investing in an existing company. What fees are required? And the fees, I mean, we do, we can send you more information if you're interested in the venture plan, we can send you more information on how we can tailor the plan to your needs. So, you will need to, if you ask them what are the next steps, you will need to submit your required KYC documents like passport copy, and we can send you the list. You need to provide your CV, and there will be an agreement between us that you place a deposit and we start the process. The £50,000 funds will be placed in the segregated account. So, but you need to raise these funds. You need to help our venture capital partner to raise these funds in order to get that support. Or if you have excellent business idea, then they may support your business and get the approval for funding. Venture capital partner issue a final version of the business plan and necessary documents to secure 50,000 funding for the client for the purpose of Tier 1 of our visa application. You will help us or our venture capital partner either identify or secure investors for the associated business as part of their work to ensure that funding is in place for your business prior to application submission. This is also one of the key. What documents you will receive? I mean, there are the list of documents, and we'll give you a guidance. And please let me know what if you are interested in this plan. So we'll give you a detailed information and support you. Our services and fees, as I said, we do have many options that meets the requirements. We will provide you with the full business plans of 3 companies who are now seeking investors. When necessary, we will arrange Skype calls, telephone attendances, conference call, and meeting with the applicant's proposed investee company. We'll draw up the legal documentation with the company chosen by the applicant and negotiate terms on your behalf. These are, by the way, the services if you invest in existing businesses. If you have a clear picture what business you want to do and still want to invest £200,000 in your own business, then we can assist you with immigration and business planning, and we charge £9,950 for that service. If you're interested in Kingdom Economy Plan, please let us know, and we can assist you where we charge 9,000. Even I think 9,000. I think there's we need to correct £9,500. So Kingdom Plan and Elite Plan. Of course, there is more work. If you want us to find existing business, then we need to do the business matching. We need to assess your CV on terms of the business matching, find you the right businesses, negotiate the terms and conditions, introduce to the founders, and prepare the corporate work. The corporate work is because you're investing in an existing company, then the work is more, because we need to prepare the shareholder agreements, subscription agreements, buyback option agreements. So there is a corporate work involved. Under the economy plan, there is no corporate work because you're investing in your own business. But because you invest in existing business, we need to make sure that you are protected as a shareholder and the director, and the company meets the home office requirements. So, and the corporate lawyers will prepare the case on the agreements, making sure you are protected. So, the 25,000 is a fixed fee. You don't need to pay that upfront, so you just pay 25% of that 25,000 to start the work, and then after getting the visa, then you place the remaining balance. And the Kingdom Venture Plan is slightly higher because we work with the venture capital partners, so they do charge for their services 10,000. So we have to include their fees. So we charge £35,000 for the Kingdom Venture Plan, but of course, the investment is only £50,000, so it costs less for you, and still you get the same benefits as the Kingdom Elite. Well, I would say same benefits of this obtaining this Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa. For 3 years, and after 3 years we extend for 2 years, and after 5 years you can apply for permanent residency. Apart from our fees, then there's the government fees of £963. That's the application fees, we call it application fees for each person, and then £700, as I mentioned, health surcharge fees that you need to pay on the day of your application. This slide shows the steps of how we work. Like first stage, if you choose the Kingdom plan where you want to invest in existing company, we can search for business options for you, research our database for suitable company, confirm with companies that they're available for investment, sending you pre-selected business plans that matches your set of experience, introducing to founders of the companies, and arranging face-to-face meetings and conference calls. For this, we charge a preliminary deposit of £300. Stage 2, when you make a decision, when you actually met the company, you like the company, you accept what the terms, what the offerings from the company, and then you place a deposit, so we can start, and our corporate lawyers, immigration lawyers start drafting the agreements, reviewing the documents, tailoring the business plan for your application, preparing and submitting the immigration application. So we will submit your visa. And the stage 3 is that when you successfully receive your visa, then you place the remaining balance. As I said, the Kingdom Plan's unique advantages is you can enjoy all the benefits living in the UK, one of the most developed countries in the world that was open for entrepreneurs. Your family have full rights to work in any organization in the UK full time. You and your family have full access to free medical services, and your children have free access to public schools. We provide a professional and individual approach for you and assist you to adapt to the UK life and settle in the UK until you get your UK ILR and passport. So if you ask me why is now good time, so I would say the still GBP is quite low comparing that before Brexit. So any investor who are actually investing, they are getting the opportunity. It's a fantastic opportunity to GBP is cheaper. So and for 15% cheaper. So new rules and changes. So the new rules can come for the Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa applications. And so if you are actually applying for Tier 1 Entrepreneurs earlier, so you are on the safe side, so that the new rules will not much affect you. So but if you there are rumors that the Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa may be increase the number of investment amount, and so it may go from 200 to 400,000. That rumors coming from China. But if you are invest earlier before those rules, you are on the safe side. Okay, great. So here you can see our contact details, so if we're based in London, is in Swiss Cottage. So if you are in London, please let us know. We'll be more than happy to meet you in person and give you provide the advice on how to we can assist. I would like to now move to case studies. We successfully obtained the visas. By the way, this week we obtained a visa for our Afghanistani client. He lives in Dubai and has a business in Dubai, but we successfully and he's been rejected previously for Canadian visa, for USA visa. and then we applied for the Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa, and we successfully got his Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa. Now he's with his family in the UK. So, and another news that we successfully obtained a visa this week for our Nigerian client. He's investing in a telecom company, £200,000, where he became a director and shareholder. We successfully got him a Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa. So it's a great news for this week. This client is from Qatar. Has been in construction sector. Mainly he was applying for country stability, children's studies, free market economy. Have this opportunity to receive a British passport. He focused on the company's viability, and we found 6 companies for his skills and experience, and he carefully considered the various factors and risks, and he chose to invest. I would like to invest in a coffee shop, and he invested in Easy Coffee. Easy Coffee is one of the big brands called EasyJet. Perhaps is a budget airline company, and EasyJet is launched a new line of business called Easy Coffee, which is a coffee shop franchises. And if you are interested in the franchise options, we can tailor and apply for your visa, and then you can run your own franchise, or have the partnership with the Easy Coffee franchise Zor. Another case here is our client from Nigeria. He been in oil and gas sector, and he has some property experience. And when we asked him why are you applying, and he was saying stable economy, opportunities for his family and child to study in the top universities, seek new investment opportunities, quality of life, and the choice of British passport. And he focused on the company's viability and stability. So we found and matched as a result 7 companies for his skills and experience. He chose a hotel management company. Tailor-made in hotel management is based in Manchester. It's one of the management portfolio of the company is 65-bedroom Victorian hole-in-hole hotel that they own, and he became a director, acquired shares in the company. He was receiving annual directorship fees per year, achieved stable life, got visa, by the way, within 15 days. And another client is China, from China. So he successfully invested in Lucia. Again, we found him 6 companies, and he became a director, acquired shares, receiving the directorship fees, and we had a put option, buyback option for him. And by the way, he didn't have any interviews. So whichever whichever option you choose, program you choose, we will always be honest and transparent with you from the start of our relationship. We don't want to waste your time or ours. So if we think your case has a little chance of being approved, we'll tell you. We'll always strive to give your application the highest chance of approval. And as I said, that if you invest in an existing company, then we have 100% success rate in obtaining the visas to our clients. These are testimonials from our clients as well. I will also upload the new testimonials from our 2 clients who obtained their visas this week. So this is a client from Iraq whom we helped. He was very pleased, mentioning great help and outstanding service of Canvas Law. He was actually saying that dream come true, and now he moved with his family, and they live in Birmingham. So great. So if you have any questions, let's move to the Q&A sessions, and I'm more than happy to answer to your questions. So let me put that on this slide. So if anyone who's want to, please do contact. If you would like to receive more information, please do contact us. Send an email on info VisaTier with your CV, and then we will contact you, and then we'll tailor and business match the companies for you and assist you in your case. So mainly, I think, let me just look for the questions again. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me, and I'm more than happy to fully brief and answer to your questions. I think the question is whether the venture capital plan, whether I think Mr. Mohammed is asking, if I invest, if I don't have 200,000 but I only have 100,000, what options is good for me. Mr. Mohammed, thank you very much for this question. So I believe the suitable options could be for you if you have a partner that can invest. If you can find a partner who wants to apply for the Tier 1 investor under 200,000 roads, where he also can invest 100,000 and you can invest 100,000, then you can apply jointly as a partner. But obviously, if you don't have a partner, then the best option I think will be a venture plan option, the Kingdom Venture Plan, because we can assist you depending on whether you want to invest in existing business or whether you want to run your own business. We can assist, but it requires £50,000 investment, and then we will be working on your business plan to get the approval from our venture capital partner company, and you still need to raise these £50,000, assist the company to raise this £50,000 to the venture capital firm to make sure that your case is progressed smoothly. Okay, so I hope that answers to your question, Mr. Mohammed. Thanks very much for this. Again, if you have only 100,000 for investment, we can still help, and the venture plan I think will be best option for you. So okay, so and another question I just wanted to reading through. Okay, so the question: Can a Tier 1 general student living in the UK apply for Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa without going back to his country or nationality? Well, no, the applicant will have to return to his or home country and apply for entry clearance. So you can't really apply from the UK. You have to apply from your home country. And how many points do I need to score in order to succeed in my application for Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa? Well, you need to score at least 95 points in total to be granted with entry clearance or leave to remain. And another question is from Mr. Omar. He's asking, how much funds should I have access for the initial application for Tier 1 Entrepreneur application to succeed? Well, Mr. Omar, thanks very much. I think I've just touched base about this in my earlier presentation, but you must show that you have access to not less than £200,000 or £50,000 of your own money in a regulated financial institutions, and which is disposable in the UK. Please note, you may rely on third-party funding for the required funding of 200,000 or 50,000. That is only either jointly with or solely by your husband, wife, civil partner, unmarried, or partner. So in any other third parties within the UK or overseas. So you need to have that access to those funds. How long will I think Mr. Mohammed is also asking how long will I get my UK visa if my application for Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa is successful? Again, we've covered during this presentation that initial leave to enter or leave to remain will be granted for 3 years and 4 months. Okay. So you will receive for 3 years and 4 months, and after 3 years and 4 months, we can extend for another 2 years, and after 5 years, you can apply for ILR, called indefinite leave to remain, which is a permanent residency in the UK. So what is the processing time for Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa applications? Well, it depends on whether you are applying inside the UK or out of the country. In case of less processing, in case of you applying out of the country, processing time for each country differ. Inside the UK might take up to 4 months. For outside the UK, please obviously it's normally 12, I would say, weeks to get them from start to finish. But normally, once we submit, the decision can get within 15 working days. Okay, great. Thank you very much. I think there's I think there's Mr. Farouk. He says that he's been refused for Tier 1 visa application before, and how can I challenge? Yeah, you will not be given full rights of appeal if you've been refused. The only way to challenge the refusal is through administrative review, which is limited in its nature, but If you need an assistance, we can apply for the administrative review and help you with your case. But again, we most of our if you invest in existing businesses, we are confident that we have 100% success rates, and we didn't have any case of refusals. We had a case where we had the client who've been refused, but then we applied for, instead of doing the administrative review, we've done a fresh application on the same business, and he successfully obtained the visa via that way. So at the end of the day, what we've done is that the refused application, they made a success. So I think that's also quite was a good experience for us. So should you need any assistance with making an application, contact us today, and send us an email on the info@visatier.com, and we offer free immigration advice over the phone for 20 minutes. Be encouraged to take advantage of that. So let me know. So we'll be more than happy to assist to find the answer to your questions. So I hope this webinar was quite valuable. Thank you very much for listening, and thanks very much for attending. And again, please do let us know if you are interested, whether you are interested in a Kingdom Economy plan, whether you're interested in Kingdom Elite plan, whether you want to do your own business, or you want us to help with finding the existing businesses, or you want us to help with a venture capital funding or venture plan. Then we have a choice that meets your criteria. And the fees wise, as I said, it starts for £9,000, £9,500, and depending on what plan you want to progress, we can assist. And we do provide the full concierge services. When you obtain the Tier 1 Entrepreneur visa, we assist you with also finding advice, giving advice on the tax, giving advice on the legal matters, giving advice on how to settle in the UK, on rental, how to find the property for rent, or if you want to buy property, we can help you with the property purchase, and schools advice, and so full concierge services are provided. So that's also benefits of our clients. So when you are actually get your visa, we understand that you do have this, you do need this support to easily, smoothly settle in the UK. So, and then we do help our clients with these services. So please let us know, and pleasure speaking with you, and pleasure actually presenting this webinar today. And I hope you've received valuable information, and we will look forward to hearing from you, and we'll be happy to work with you. Thank you very much, and have a good day.